Really, I'm regretting the times that I spent when I'm listening to you talking politics, not knowing that you are just being used and dumped. Honorable Mwanga, couldn't be you. But anyway, let us just leave you. Now let us continue with the speech of Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu, a party president of NUP. Honorable Sentamu said that if in Uganda there is still someone who is supporting the NRM and President Museveni, that someone is extremely stupid. If he's not stupid, he is heartless. It is really so bad that after abusing people as a leader, now going to studio, composing a song, singing that I may not be your enemy, but Tonda Babubi. It is not a crime, and it doesn't make someone stupid not to support you, Kyagulanyi. In fact, it is you who is stupid, who is expecting that everyone must support you. It is the opposite. Because when you say that someone who supports the NRM and President Museveni is extremely stupid, you are stupid yourself. Because because in a free country, in a free nation where democracy is, it is not by a force to support you. No, it is of a free will, either to support or not even to support, or not even to support. And if a leader of your gesture says such reckless statements, says such, it scares me. If you can think that anyone who is not at your side is stupid, when even you are not yet in power, what if now you are in power? You are a dictator. You become an automatic dictator, because Kyagulanyi thinks that even if when he becomes even if when he becomes the president, that there won't be opposition. No, that's not it works. That's not how it works. There must be the opposition. There must be an opposition, Kyagulanyi. So, for you threatening, abusing people who don't support you, it shows how incompetent you are. It shows your level of tolerance, and you are extremely down. You are not a tolerant person. A leader must be tolerant. A leader must listen to each and everybody. A leader must attract people who are not supporting him. A leader must understand why are they not supporting him. A leader must understand why are they not supporting him. Why are they not supporting his ideas? You must understand that, and you must listen to that. And I think you must contemplate of why they are not. And if you and if you discover why they don't, what do? You work upon. You work upon. It is really so bad. Someone who wishes to be a president, the only thing that is good at it is abusing. Every time when he comes, he brags, he abuses. It is really so bad. That's not how a leader must be. A leader must attract people, because the people that you abused, you think that they can join you because you have abused them. Then how do I find the guts and the morale and the energy to come and support a person who called me stupid, who called me an idiot, who called me a heartless person? Where do I find the morale to come and support you? You need the numbers, but the things that you're doing and the word that you're saying, you are pushing away the numbers. Now the question is, do you want to be president? And you know the process of being and you know the process which one passes through to be a president here in Uganda. It is through democracy. It is through an election. An election, numbers matter. Numbers must be at your side. And the numbers, they are in we people whom you are abusing. I'm not talking that I'm supporting President Museveni, but there are those who are supporting him, and very many. And I have really confirmed that the white silent majority, indeed it is there. And the people, they are silent, but they are majority. Here at campus, I have discovered and I, I have discovered and I have got to know that the elites, for Sevo, Kyagulanyi, you have not much welcomed the youth, especially the intellectuals, the elites, the people who are at campus. That is Makerere, that is Chambogo. Mention them. They are not well convinced with your style. They are not well convinced because they can be saying people power, what and what. But at the end of the day, when they are saying no, Kyagulanyi, no, Kyagulanyi is still an average person to be president. Now it confirms that indeed you are an average, because you can't say words of that sort. A leader must attract. A leader must try to listen to each and every person. A leader must be tolerant. You are not tolerant. It scares me. It scares others. Because if you have the guts to abuse the people who don't support you, when even you don't have any power, what if you are being trusted with power? I think we would sentence each and everyone who is not supporting you to prison, because you're not tolerant, and you must work upon that. Honorable Kyagulanyi, you must work upon that. It is not funny. It is not funny. Take the matter serious. Take the matter serious. It is not funny. It is really too bad to see a leader of your caliber saying stupid things, reckless statements. It is not funny. It is not. It is not. You must know where you are today. You are no longer an artist, because such words, they are words of musicians, words of artists. For them, it works in that way. But you must know where now you are. You are no longer that. You are now a politician who is wishing himself to be president. You must look, you must conduct yourself in that status of being careful of what you say. You must be careful of what you say, because you can't abuse people, calling them stupid, calling them heartless, because they're not supporting you, and you expect those people that they will come and later they support you after abusing them. Very funny, very bad, very, very, very bad. But I don't want to waste my time to you, because I don't see any. Let me just leave you anyway. Now, let us talk about the NUP in internal democracy. We are heading to nominations. We are supposed to have nominations this year, and we will have nominations from presidents, from presidential level up to local governments. Each and every political party or any political formation, they are now organizing themselves, and they are now organizing themselves to see who the suitable candidate to be the flag bearer of the party on each and every political position. Now, NUP, it has wasted time in nonsense rather than building structures of the party. They have been wasting time. When we were heading to 2021 elections, NUP was a new party. It was a young party. Their internal democracy system, it was of a vetting system. That's how they managed to have flag bearers. That's how they managed to select themselves. And it was really questionable. And I myself, I questioned the process. I questioned the exercise. I questioned the criteria. But at the end of the day, I got to know that time wasn't enough for them. The, the time in which the party was being brought, and the time of nominations, and the time of organizing primaries, it wasn't there. So the easiest way, it was through having a vetting committee, through a selection, but not of a consideration, because selection must come with considerations. All what was done was selections, but we said, let it be like that. So I was expecting in these 5 years, they are going to take the 3 years first when they are building party structures. You see, they are talking about the dictatorship of NRM, even in their primaries. The dictatorship of NRM in their primaries, in their internal democracy system, it is of rigging the elections, it is of rigging the primaries in their internal democracy of the party. That is the dictatorship. But the dictatorship of NUP is not even, it is of not even having primaries. But they have wasted a lot of time. They have wasted a lot of time on things which don't add up. I was expecting that these 5 years that they have been having, they are going to spend the first 3 years building party structures. Right now, we must be having primaries, and we must go for primaries. But now, people, they're still gonna go in the process which was questionable of vetting committee. That's why you see honorable members of parliament, they are saying things which even they don't agree with them, but they are the only words that are pleasing to the leaders of the party. They are the only ones that are pleasing to the committee that is going to vet and which is going to give the party flag, the party flags. Now they must sweet talk, they must say a lot of things to them, sweet things. They must donate cows, they must donate goats, they must donate sculptures. I saw Honorable Nambozi. I think every weekend she has to donate a cattle, a goat. Honorable Nambozi. You see, it is because the party, it has refused to build structures. Now each and every person fears to say, because he knows that the fate is political fate of survival. It is in the hands of the party leaders. It is in the hands of the party president. It is in the hands of the secretary general. It is in the hands of those who are darling to the party president, to the party secretary general, to the spokesperson of the party, that is Joro Senyon, who is now the current law to parliament. So it is so really bad to see a government in waiting, a party of NUP, which must be the opposite of the NRM, when it is doing the same of the NRM, and for it is even worse. For it is worse because NRM, it has got the internal democracy system of having primaries, and their dictatorship, it is on the way how they have conducted the primaries, of rigging the elections in primaries, of financing a lot of money in primaries, of associating with violence in their primaries. But at least the exercise, it is done. Now they must change on how they have conducted the exercise. But for the NUP, their internal democracy, the dictatorship which is in the internal democracy, it is at a level of not even having primaries elections. It is a vetting committee. One, the questions that these people they set for vetting, which they ask people who come to apply, who are wishing themselves to be flag bearers. There are around 5 questions. 1, your contribution to the struggle. 2, your credentials. 3, your visibility. How are you visible on the ground? 4, I think it is your loyalty to party. And what question else? But those questions, and if you have been a member of parliament, how have you performed even in the parliament? How have you performed? And even other questions about the party. What are the core values of the party? What is the principles of the party? The ideology of the party? So, those are the questions that they always ask. And they even give marks that so and so got this, out of this. Now they were 5 in that race contesting. They went for voting. Questions were asked. Now this is what we have managed. Now these are their scores. The best was so and so is given a party ticket to represent a party. Is now a party flag bearer. But a lot it has come out that there is an exchange of money during that process. It is more of a selection, and yet selections comes with considerations, but the considerations are not considered. But NUP have spent a lot of time during those days. For me, I said no, we shouldn't really condemn, we shouldn't really be tough and rough on the NUP about their system, because it is a new party. Let us give it time. Let us wait in 2026. What mechanism would they use? Now they are going to use the other mechanism, which was questionable, because they have spent time doing nothing, busy doing nothing. But you must revise yourself. You must really improve, because you must be the opposite of the NRM. But it is so sad and pity that you are more of the NRM, and even more worse than NRM, because in NRM there is that tolerance. Because I have seen the party president of NRM, that is still President Hon Kyagulanyi, his tolerance, the way how he handles the conflicts between in the party. NRM has once had rebel MPs, but the rebel MPs, they manage still to settle their issues with the party, and even issues with the party president. They resolve their conflicts. But in NUP, it is not there. In NRM, at least people, they come out and even they challenge the system. And we have seen them. We have seen Honorable Tinka Simire on very many different occasions, when he's opposing the NRM, when he's opposing the system, when he's opposing the policies, when he's opposing even the party president. We have seen Honorable Mbate Kamwa, Gafa. We have seen Honorable Tedros Sechukubo. We have seen even others. But still, they still belong to NRM. And they are not threatened that because if you don't come here and kneel, what. But in NUP, the internal conflict mechanism, it is not there. They don't have that mechanism. They don't have. So I'm not attracted to be part of NUP, because even I'm not their type. I'm not attracted. You see, this tendency of people joining party because that they want to win elections, it is really bad, and it is what killing the NUP, and it is still what is going to kill NUP, because people, they're not part of NUP, that because they love the party, that because they love the values, that because they love the structures of the party, that because they love the ideology of the party. They are packed in the party. They are attracted to the party because they see now NUP, it has that party that is now with what they call a masanyaraze. It has the masanyaraze. It can help you to go through an election. You can be a district councillor. You can be a MP, a chairman district. Now let us join NUP. because of such. But a party must not be in that way. A party must be, people must join a party because of the values, because of the ideologies, because of the principles, because of the structures, because of the internal system, democracy, because of the mechanism which the party has in order to solve internal conflicts. People must join party because of such, not because of one thing that it can help me to win an election. It is really very bad. If NUP doesn't revise itself upon that, it won't last here for long. It won't. It won't. It won't. But anyway, now because we are living in a gullible nation today, people are so gullible, people are so myopic, and leaders, they are also behaving the same way. They have decided to take that road, that lane, that narrative, that avenue of being also stupid, of acting stupid, of talking stupid, of behaving stupid. Because people, they are stupid, now we end up having stupidity reigning supreme. But why should we reach to that level? You see, Honorable Mbide once said that the problem with our leaders today, they are focusing on how to win a next election, but they are not focusing on the next generation. They are living a life of a frog in a pot. A frog in a pot, it thinks that the size of the sky, it is equivalent to the size of the pot mouth. It is over until when you break the pot that it sees and realizes that the sky is a very big business. Now that is much evident to our leaders today. All their concentration, it is on the next election. It is not on the next generation. It is not on the next generation. And the next generation, it is we, the young people. It is we. But they are not focusing on us. That's why they have failed to form an entity that is going to take power. Because their concentration is on the next generation, whereby even the dynamics don't favor them. The circumstances, they even don't favor them to win an election that they are focusing on. It is extremely bad. It is extremely bad. And our leaders must embark on focusing on the next generation if they really want to take power. Now, I want to conclude by saying, Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi, learn to behave, and Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi, you likely to be a victim like Honorable Mafaya Simpuga, and for you, it will be worse to you. It will be more worse than of that of Honorable Mafaya Simpuga. Because today, at least people now, they have believed in Mafaya Simpuga, I can say. Because you have really even gave a political comeback for Mpuga. Now people, they are saying, no, indeed it is a witch hunt. And it was a witch hunt for Mafaya Simpuga. Which may not be of your case. Yes, which may not be of your case. So go slow. Go slow. Because you're likely to fall a victim. You're likely to fall a victim. You are embarking yourself on self-destruction. You are embarking yourself on self-destruction. Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi. So, dinyamuko cha wakati. Honorable Kyagulanyi, compose yourself. A leader must not be of your sort. A leader must be tolerant. A leader must be listening to each and everyone. A leader must be respectful. A leader must not be of your style, Robadoba style. Bogus. NUP as a party, work on internal conflict mechanism. Work upon that if you want to be here for years. And still NUP, you proved to us that you're not here to take away Museveni, but you're here to win positions, to win parliamentary positions. You are contented with that. That's why even you gave the ultimatum of 100 MPs, that you want 100 MPs here in Uganda. They are enough for you. They are enough for you. Here in Uganda, you are not spreading the party to other regions because you have wasted a lot of time and you know that you won't, and you know that you're not even there. Next time I'm going to come to talk about what should the opposition do. What should the opposition do if they want to take power, or they if they are not yet to take power? What are some of the things that they are supposed to do in order to decrease on the number of the NRM? Because today, if NRM is having around like 300 plus MPs who are MPs of the NRM, and there are other MPs who come independent, but mostly they are NRM leaning. They are around like 80. And the opposition party today, the biggest one, that is NUP, its goal is to have 100. Still, the numbers don't really add up. Still, NRM will be having a lot of numbers. That helps President Museveni to push all what he wants to go through parliament. Now, what other avenue should the opposition take if they want to reduce numbers of MPs in parliament, of NRM, so that they give added time with President Museveni? I'm going to come with that method, with that thing that which they are supposed to embark on next time. It has been Makubuya Akim Ali, your host on the Order Paper 256. Like, subscribe, follow, comment. I love you. Big upon yourself. Assalamu alaikum.